Hey folks, I'm Tiedyeman. I'm a digital artist, a musician, photographer, videographer, and a producer. I've got some things to say about artificial intelligence. Will AI destroy us? You might say it already has. Have you been seeing amazing photos and art online? Breathtaking storms, super cute tiny animals, cats doing crazy things, grandmas knitting unbelievable things, fabulously talented watermelon sculptures, incredible interior designs, incredible custom houses, super cool custom vehicles, furniture that looks like animals or cartoon characters, pipes made out of crystals, yarn or string art, just by incredibly talented people, pencil drawings, paintings or sculpture made by children, amazingly talented children apparently, or adults of varying ethnicities and the elderly. Um, Beautiful glass beaches, wonderful sunsets, galloping horses. All these things have something in common. They're not real. Many of these are posted with captions like, "I made it with my own hands," or "Best photo of the day," "Amazing work," when there's actually no work involved at all. These are made by a computer. When somebody types in a phrase like, "grandma holding knitted feline." How are we going to know what's real if AI perfects generating these images? Right now, a lot of these images, they're frankly they're terrible, and I can tell by looking at them very easily. I can spot these AI images in less than a second. How can I tell these are AI generated? There's errors, and if you look closely, a lot of these errors are very obvious clues. AI has a lot of trouble with fingers and distorted limbs, or the number of limbs, or the number of fingers. People have too many fingers, or not enough fingers, or they have 3 hands, or not enough legs, or too many legs. All these things I've seen happen. It's especially funny to see in an image that's, "I made this with my own hands," and then the guy in the image has his hands are like a knot of misshapen fingers. So that's what I'm seeing online, and there's also other things. The backgrounds are almost always uniformly blurred. The backgrounds also they don't make sense a lot of times. Buildings just are kind of this mishmash of walls and windows in weird places. None of it makes sense. The details on things, cars, look weird and asymmetrical in the background. The plane of focus in these photorealistic interpretations is the plane of focus is all over the place. Things are blurred that shouldn't be, and things are clear that shouldn't be. With real photography, there's a plane of focus. There's dependent on the shutter speed and the aperture that you use. Real photographs have a particular look to them, and AI generated photographs, there's always something wrong with them. The lighting is wrong. Lighting's coming from multiple directions or the wrong direction completely. It's just always messed up. Soft shadows are used on objects even in harsh lighting where there should be distinct shadows. You'll see soft shadows underneath objects that are apparently unreal because they're just that, they're unreal. And there's also details that never make sense. If you look in the background on a lot of these AI generated images, you can see there's telephone wires, and they just merge right into a building and become lines on the building. And in real life, that doesn't happen. Um, Buildings merge into other buildings. I've seen a tree trunk become a light post. Details like that are, if you're not paying attention, you'll miss them. But if you really look at things, you're going to see all these weird things. Even these images, with all their terrible errors, are fooling millions of people. These are being posted all over the internet, especially on feeds on Facebook, on on sites that supposedly are to have to do with nature or photography or art. These fakes are being posted, and they're being listed as if they are a photograph. If AI becomes much better at generating these images, there may become a point when we are unable to distinguish them from reality. We need to put rules on this stuff, and before it gets, I mean, it's already out of hand, but we need to put rules on this stuff and ban people from posting these fakes and pretending they're real. You might not think it's serious because you might not be an actual artist or a photographer or somebody that makes their living producing actual real content. One of the things I make is fractal art, and as a demonstration, I went to one of these AI art generators and asked it to generate some fractals. And it didn't just generate one image, it generated 9 right off the bat for me. And a lot of them looked pretty convincing, like they looked almost like fractal art, which can take me hours to make one piece. So, and people are posting these fake fractals on my fractal groups on Facebook too. And I find it endlessly irritating because I know they didn't spend hours making these images. They went to an AI site and they churned out dozens or maybe hundreds of images, in the space of a few minutes. And the other thing is the AI models, the AIs took images, they model their images on something. When you say, give me a pencil drawing, the AI has looked at millions of pencil drawings. And so it can create what looks like a convincing pencil drawing for you. So people with absolutely no artistic skill can now go to their computer and type in a little thing that says, give me a pencil drawing of a kitten. Well, I did exactly that. And here it is. Here's my pencil drawing of a kitten. It took me absolutely zero work. I didn't lift a pencil. I also made a grandma with a kitty, and I wanted the kitty to be knitted, and the AI messed it up, and the grandma looks horrible, and the cat is pretty terrible too. It looks like a knitted cat with a real cat's head, which is really bizarre. Anyways, I'd like to conclude my little talk on AI by saying that I am not against AI art. In fact, I've made some of it myself. And here's some samples of my stuff here. Now, what I've tried to do, one of the AI tools that I downloaded was NVIDIA Canvas, and what I tried to do with it was it's a landscape generator. Instead of trying to make my AI art landscapes look real, I tried to make them look as unreal as possible. So I did stuff like wildly curving mountains with islands of land hanging in the air, an eye-shaped rock hanging in midair, a heart-shaped cloud that couldn't possibly exist. I did mountains that looked like cats, and I called them meowtons. And here's a pair of obviously very uh, square looking land masses with trees on the top of them, and the clouds in the sky are even square. So I'm not against AI art. I think AI art can be used for a lot of different things, and I think it has a great potential to generate creative ideas. However, I don't like it when people post it and pretend that it's real. I don't like the big spate of AI fakes that are online that are pretending to be photos or pretending to be hand carved wooden objects or string art or paintings or pencil drawings or whatever it is that, you know, that real people spend real time and effort creating. AI art is taking away from those people. Perhaps it's great for generating ideas. Don't pretend it's real. All right, I'm done.
The writing is on the wall.